Nibiru Planet X nemesis has appeared and unstoppable earthquakes began. Meanwhile, the Indian Indigo Boy who predicted October 7 for Israel tells us what will happen next. On October 14, 2023, an annual solar eclipse of Saros 134 was to occur, in the maximum phase of which can be observed in US, Mexico, Brazil. The eclipse is of great interest to conspiracy theorists and numerologists as it's part of a chain of eclipses that began August 2017. Exactly 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks, and 6 days lie between August 21st, 2017 and April 8th, 2024, when we had the Great American Solar Eclipse. 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks, and 6 days. Isn't that something? The main events, launched in August 2017, naturally occur around April 8, but each eclipse of the cycle is a certain milestone, and October 14 to be the last milestone before the finish line. All astrologers pinpoint the 14th of October as an extremely important date, but the most interesting forecast as yet seems to be by the Indian Vedic astrologer who had previously successfully predicted many things, and on October 4th he gave a generally stunning forecast. As the young man reported, in October-November 2023, a combination will form in the sky that was last observed September 11, 2001. This means that there will be some kind of large organized attack that will lead to thousands of casualties. An event area as indicated as follows, and we have the map over Europe, as we can see here, with the X's on them. Now, everything will begin in the second week of October, he said, after which events will cascade, causing a larger scale chain reaction. The peak of all this will take place around October 20th, 28th, with October 28th being the most dangerous day. November will move forward according to the calendar, but the fire in Israel will rage until the middle of the month, and there may be parallel natural disasters that will be concentrated in the same area, he said. Not many listened to that forecast, and those who listened immediately forgot, but on October 7, when the chain of events started in Israel, everyone suddenly remembered the forecast given by him and agreed it was not bogus. Thus, it's very likely that the boy, this young man, was about 90% right, and now, according to him, the worst for the world is yet to come. The planet is boiling. Meanwhile, the unfolding of events in Israel that began October 7, the world somehow missed part of the spike in seismic activity that occurred that day. October 7, 6.7 magnitude in Papua New Guinea, 6.7 Papua New Guinea, 6.3 Western Afghanistan, all this on October 7. 6.3 in northeast of Zindijan, Afghanistan, 5.9 Herat, Afghanistan, 5.9 in Mexico, 5.7 in Papua New Guinea, 5.6 in Papua New Guinea, 5.5 in Afghanistan, 5 magnitude Izu Islands, Japan region, all this October 7. The most serious consequences were in Afghanistan, where more than a dozen smaller settlements were completely destroyed. Professional seismologists must have surely started to worry, as they don't dare to talk openly about this huge barrage of earthquakes. Now, maybe the wars that we see developing in the Middle East are to cover up the global events that Nibiru, Nemesis, Planet X, Wormwood, whatever you want to call it, Planet 9, is coming to cleanse the planet of the very stench that has sullied humanity. And this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.